here. Now get ready to forget all what you think you know and what all the others say about Irish rock music, okay? Because get ready to get loose and experience some real feels, mark my words. Because today, I'm lucky enough to be speaking to the legend himself, Denny from Irish Rockers, the Coronas. I've got a gut feeling this is going to be good, but we'll see how this goes. How are you, Denny?
I'm great, Brendan. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too. Well,
it's been too long. It's great.
It has. You made me wait 2 years to see you guys again.
Yeah. We left it too long, but it's great to be back. Great to be back in Sydney.
Yep.
This venue looks amazing. We're really excited about the show tonight, and yeah, it's great to be here. See some nice weather. So I get texts from people at home saying it's freezing cold and it's snow and stuff, you know. So it's cool for us to just
Sorry, I'll get a little bit closer to you.
Of course, yeah. So yeah, delighted to be back. It's really, really cool. We're looking forward to the show.
Yeah, nice. So you've been in Brisbane on Wednesday night, and you were recently in the US where you sold out your San Francisco show, which would have been incredible.
Yeah.
How's the tour been for you so far?
It's been amazing. We've actually been on the road for like 2 months. We started in Germany. We had a full sort of European tour. We went to the UK then, did a full set of dates there. Then we had a week off at home, and then we came straight to North America, started in Canada, did the whole East Coast, over to Chicago, and then the West Coast, ended up in San Fran. And then we flew to Brizzy, you know, and it's straight from there. So it's been crazy, but it's been really good.
Wow, Whirlwind Adventure.
Yeah.
This Whirlwind Adventure is in celebration of your 5th studio album, Trust the Wire.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing. So, take us through the story of what the album's about and how you went down the road to making it.
Yeah, well, we decided for this album to start our own label, which was a big decision for us, and we had been with Universal, a great label, and they were good to us, but it just felt like the right time. We've been around for a few albums now, we've learned a lot, and thankfully we're at a stage in Ireland where we could sort of promote ourselves, and yeah, it was a tough decision, but we took our time with Trust the Wire, and funnily enough, like lyrically, the album ended up sort of being about that, about the band trying to take that next step and taking control and taking things into our own hands and reminding ourselves of why we do this and how much we love it. And you know, you look at the gig later on, and, you know, we're blessed. We've got the best job in the world. You've got a good job too, though.
Oh. Yeah, questionable whether you've got the best job in the world. I mean, I get to speak to rock stars.
Yeah, exactly. You get to see lots of different bands every night.
Oh, yeah.
And you know,
I've got my dream job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have to listen to ourselves every night. It's
Yeah.
alright.
Nice. So I'm listening to the new album. I mean, like, it's amazing because I've got Give Me a Minute stuck in my head. It's been stuck in my head all day, and I just, you know, walking through the shops, I've been so tempted just to, you know, because I can't see them staring at me, so I'm just so tempted to cruise down and going, you know, I take my medicine.
Well, funnily enough, you mentioned that we just went down to a mall on Queen Street there, and I played the song on the piano. There's a piano in the mall, and I just played the song and we filmed it like that. So and there were strangers walking by, you know. So I think your version is better than mine.
Oh, well, I mean, my everything does look better with the road, you know. So, yeah.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he is. He's my lifesaver. But anyway, I can talk about him all day. But, okay, so I've heard the progression with the new album seems to be a little bit more heartfelt and emotional and honest, a bit of a deeper
I think so, yeah. I think sonically as well, it sounds a little bit different, it's a little more mature. I think we took our time with the writing as well, and even lyrically, as you say, there's a bit more going on, I think, than some of the albums in the past where they're just a bit bombastic and loud and sort of poppy, and maybe a bit more instant, but I think you're right, this one has a little bit more depth. It's because we're getting old.
Is the right word,
Yeah. It's because we're getting old. We're over the hill.
We only look 18 to me.
Exactly. Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Right,
so,
3 years ago.
So how would you summarise the progression in your music since your first album?
I think every album has evolved a little bit. It's just been a natural thing. We never sit down and go, okay, lads, this album, we need to try mad things, we need to do this thing. It's always just natural. We're listening to different music and the albums just change slightly. And I think we always have our own sound. The Coronas have a sound that is just us, and you know, as you can probably hear them sound checking up there, you can hear a bit of them. But so it's sort of it's one of those things we've just evolved naturally, and thankfully it hasn't been too much hard work. Touch wood, that continues.
Nice. Well, so you guys have had some pretty amazing achievements, like In 2010, you won the Media Award for Best Irish Album, which is amazing. And it beat, like bands like U2 and Snow Patrol, which would have been incredible if Tony wasn't ex-con.
Yeah.
And then you've gone from playing at Wayland's in Dublin in 06, if I pronounce that right.
Wayland's, Wayland's.
Yeah, Wayland's in 06. And then since then, you've gone to headlining 3 Arena in Belfast, I think it is.
3 Arena in Dublin. We've done
Dublin,
done some cool gigs with the Ulster Hall in Belfast as well. Yeah. No, it has, but it's funny because it's been a gradual progression through all the venues.
Yeah.
It was never an overnight thing. So we're still at the same here. We're moving up in the venues in Sydney as well. And first time we played here was a really small venue, and then this is a lovely 900 capacity and sold out. So we're trying to build that up, and hopefully, we won't leave it 2 years until we meet the next.
I hope not. Oh. But and you've also performed for Barack Obama a few years ago to 80 to 100,000 people, which would have been incredible.
It was. It really was. It was crazy getting to meet Barack Obama. Like it was just and Michelle, and it was just a surreal sort of moment. He had such charisma when he came into the room, and he shook our hand. And, it was just a cool moment to have. We're big fans of his.
So would you say that's the highlight of your career, or what is the kind of?
I don't know. We try not to think about it too much, but I suppose, headlining the 3 Arena in Dublin was a big moment for us because it's our hometown show. All our family and friends were there. We've been going to gigs there our whole lives. So to say we headlined that, have it sold out, like whatever, 14,000 people, it's just amazing. And we'll always have that. Hopefully we'll have some more memorable nights in the future.
Yeah.
See, we were just talking about it earlier on. We'd love to play the Sydney Opera House, maybe sometime soon.
Oh, definitely. Beautiful venue. And it's good because I can take this one with me because I've got earmuffs and he doesn't have to worry about the crazy mosh pit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So on the flip side, you guys are still trying to break it into the full international scene, and you're so underappreciated in Ireland. Not in Ireland, in Australia. It's not funny. I say to people, gotta check out these guys. Haven't you heard of them? And they're like, oh no, never heard of them.
No way.
So definitely really underappreciated here.
Yeah.
And you guys were with an independent label for quite a while. So what's been the biggest challenge for you, Craig?
I suppose just getting over here. It's a long way to come. It's a tough one because we want to take that next step, but as I say, you have to plan it right. There's no point in just coming over for the sake of it. This time we have planned it right. We've done a bit of promo and the gigs are going well. But as I said, it's just different territories. We're at different stages. I appreciate you saying that you're spreading the word, and honestly, that's the things that make the difference, and that's how you move when you're playing this size venue. You can, get a little bit of radio play, and it can get much bigger very quickly. So fingers crossed that happens. And we definitely plan to be back again within this album cycle. So whether it's the middle of next year or this time next year, but we want to come back and do more, and thankfully the crowds are here, and as I say, hopefully we can build on it.
Yeah, nice. So in your live performances, I saw you guys 2 years ago and fell in love. I mean, almost literally. Man crush on you guys.
Yeah. Well,
your Irish
feeling
accent.
is mutual, so that's good.
Oh, thank you. Well, so I know what your live shows are like, and there's only one big problem I can find with it. Doesn't go for long enough.
Oh, okay. We're playing a really long set tonight.
Oh, beauty.
Yeah, we're playing for over an hour and a half. So yeah, you'll be sick of us by the end of it.
Because last time it was like an hour 15, and I was like, no, more. You left me sexually frustrated. Come on,
there's a trick in that as well. You can't play too long. You need to leave the crowd wanting more. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
But this time we're gonna be playing a bit more. It's a bit more of a bigger production and stuff. So no, I'm excited about it. We're just about to go up and do sound check now. I'm looking forward to it. Everyone seems up for this gig.
So for fans who haven't seen you, shame on you, gotta buy a ticket. Touching on details like sound quality, that's my main focus. Sound quality from you and the sound mixers, whether it's the venues or your own, as well as crowd interaction and the energy you project, which I remember it to be ace. But kind of take us through the journey of what a Coronas live show is like for the fans.
Yeah, I think we always pride ourselves in putting on a good live show. We've gigged for a long time now, and all different size venues, as I say, we've built up through. So I think depending on the size of the venue and the crowd, some crowds are different countries. we adjust the set list, you know, and I think we pride ourselves on knowing how to put on a good show. We always play live, obviously, and you know, we're a tight band, and you know, I have fingers crossed that people will dig it here, you know, as you say, and we're always quite honest. We always try and be passionate and energetic and leave it all out there, and engage with the crowd as well. I think that's important, and as you say, connect with them in some way, whether it's through chat or whether it's, you know, through, you know, the songs themselves. So yeah, no, I mean, we love it, and thankfully it doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon.
Well, hope not. So I've got to ask a random question. I mean, I know this is all been about the music and the highlights and everything, but what quirks and hidden talents do you have?
Oh, hidden talents.
You don't have to keep it PG, right? I put an explicit
I can turn my
label.
eyelids inside out.
Oh yeah? Go on.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
Do it
but-
right to the camera.
Nice.
It's pretty disgusting.
Oh, cool.
So I think that's my only talent, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I can't cook. Can't do anything else. But thankfully, I'm all right at singing songs.
Well, all your talent goes into the music.
That's
So,
it. Fingers
that's
crossed.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, now I love asking people this question. I get some really interesting answers. What's the one story that comes to mind? First thing that popped into mind when I say hilarious WTF. One of those moments that's like, oh my god.
I think we, as soon as you started saying it, I was thinking about one time we did a signing in Dublin, a record store signing when the album came out, signing albums, and there was a crazy fan there, and she went up behind Noxy, our bass player, with scissors and cut off a lock of his hair, and then she started getting crying, and she's like, oh my god, Noxy's hair, and then she started emailing her manager, saying, you know, I sleep with Noxy's hair on my pillow every night, and what, you know. It was just got a bit crazy, so that's sort of a funny moment because that's probably the quietest out of all four of us as well. It sort of made it more funny.
Yeah, wow. I mean, at least you didn't ask for another type of hair.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, yeah, that would have been it. Alright, well, and finally, well, yeah, I mean, I could chat to you all day, I really would. But what's happening behind the scenes and coming up for the near future with the Coronas after their Australian tour?
Yeah, we're heading back on Tuesday, and then we are playing in Dubai on the way home, which should be fun. Dubai's nice, and we're staying for a couple of days just to chill. And then we got a few big shows at home in December. It's a big month for us. We got lots of big shows. We're playing the Olympia Beautiful Theatre in Dublin, 3 nights there, one in Ulster Hall, which is in Belfast, and then a gig in Kerry as well. So no, it'll be busy, but we love it, and we'll be home for Christmas. We'll have Christmas off, and we'll be chilling out. And then February again is when we really get busy. We go on tour in America again. So it's a busy couple of months ahead. So we're good. As I said, we're very lucky that it's all going on. So hopefully it'll continue.
Wow. And finally,
Yeah,
I lied about that being the last.
that's okay. Don't worry.
But what message do you have to your fans, especially ones that might be wanting to follow in your footsteps and pursue a music
Yeah.
career?
Oh, well, write your own music as early as you can, practice all the time, get a good manager, and buy all the Coronas albums, then you'll be good.
Yeah. You
You'll get inspired, I hope that. Then you'll see
Yeah.
what not to do.
so buying Corona's albums, like going over to Ireland and kissing the Blarney Stone.
Exactly.
You'll get the gift of the gab.
Exactly,
To do it,
yeah,
people.
yeah.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
been
my
great.
God,
Thank
it
you
feels
so
like
much,
I'm
man.
dreaming again.
Nice. I love those buns. Do they understand what that is?
Yeah.